Hey guys, I have a little treat for you. As you can probably tell by the title of the video, because it's no secret what we're doing here. Got to go over to my dad's because that's where I keep my drill, which I'll need for this. I'll explain that later. What tools you need. I have everything in the car. So, yeah, we're doing a headlight restoration on at least this car today. Maybe the truck. If you guys watch my videos, you know I have a truck also. But that's if we have enough time. But I'll walk you by step for step. It's my first time doing this, so I don't know, it might take a little bit longer. But I've watched several YouTube tutorials myself. I've read the directions and everything. So it should go smoothly, and I've always kind of had an understanding for what needs to be done. So it shouldn't be too hard. It shouldn't take too long. So I'm going to start this car here, and whoa, you guys will be in Cook's Forest in 1 second, but it'll take me 15 minutes, so later. Side note, today couldn't be more perfect for this, so this should turn out wonderfully. I shouldn't have to worry about getting rained on, as you can see. So, yeah. Guys, we're here. You can tell by the surroundings, we're in a completely different place. That took you guys all of 2 seconds, took me 15 minutes. Again, YouTube magic. So now I'm going to go get the supplies here. I'm going to walk you through what all you need. Now, I didn't put dust on this or anything, see, nothing's wiping off. This is no shit how oxidized and hazy it is. I mean, you can see it's not completely, it will pass inspection, but barely, like it's marginal. I mean, I run my high beams on everywhere. I don't turn them off, and nobody flashes their high beams at me because my lighting situation is that bad. So, I mean, I think there might be a tiny bit of dirt on the inside, nothing to do about that, but this outside here, scratching, hazing. I can remove the bugs and some road dust. I'll do that actually before I get to the restoration step. But those are what the headlights look like before. Things you need here is a microfiber. So here it is, right here. It's a little bit bigger than most people use, but it's very vicious and gets the dirt off. What? You want to help me restore my headlights? What? Alright, she's a little bit jumpy, so maybe I'll use a real microfiber. I'll walk you guys through what you need. Down here, I have my headlight renewal kit. And there's lots of kits. This one cost me 25, 30 bucks around there. I think it was like 28 bucks. And it comes with a bunch of stuff. Obviously, you have the drill here, which I'll explain how you work that, but it comes with a polishing tool. And you could buy additional attachments, but this just has it all in. The backing plate, which actually goes into the drill, and it's like Velcroed, so you put the polishing ball on. Here's your polish and sealant. It like polishes and seals at the same time from what I read. And here you have your quick change disc and various grades of sandpaper. Obviously, the smaller the number, the grittier, and then the finer. You go in stages, and some kind of coupon. But so you put this on. You go to your grittier, and then you wash it off. Then you go to your mid-range and your fine. Then you polish, and then you just buff it out. And here we have a puppy. But first you wipe down the headlights. I'm not going to use these rags. I'm just going to use some, I have like these window cleaning rag things. I'll just spray some kind of like generic cleaner on there. Just wipe down the bugs and the road dirt that's on there. Nothing too fancy, just a quick wipe down. I'll show you that here. And then I'll begin this process. Oh, and masking tape. After you wipe down the headlights, you pop the hood, you put this around the trim of the headlights and around the doggy, and this just stops, you know, you have your drill going, you don't want it to go and, you know, really fuck that all up, so you just, a little strip of tape there, so if it slips off, you just hit the tape, not the paint. Alright, so I wiped down this headlight. I don't know if you can see, it's a tad bit cleaner. This is all the dirt I pulled off, so this is why you do it, or else you're going to be sanding that in. This one you have here almost done. See, you just kind of wipe. I'm using like these window glass cleaner towels. I just sprayed some Windex on these. Yeah, nothing fancy, just want to get the stuff, like the bugs. But again, that's why we do it. Alright, so this bottle of water here, it's a spray bottle got from Advanced Auto. And I filled it up with purified water, like we use for drinking out of our sink. You could use normal tap water, or hell, even hose water, but I figured to avoid like less hard deposits or whatever, and because I just have it available, I just used, you know, drinking water. So I have that, and this is important to have between steps. You could use a rag of some water to wipe down, but from what I've seen and heard, and just yeah, I think the spray bottle makes it a whole lot easier. I see most professional detailers doing this stuff using spray bottles. So pick one up. You don't even have to get quite as good as the one that measures and stuff. Just any kind of spray bottle. You get at the dollar store for $1. Will do just fine. Alright, so if you look at the clean, headlights have some tape around. This isn't really masking tape. I'll probably get some residue off, but it's not the best tape job, but we're not painting. It's just enough that it slips. You probably won't touch your paint or damage your clear coat or anything. Sanding pads, I have 800 on here. I have this ready to go. And now, what you do is you spray your headlight with water. You kind of go over the area with the drill. You go back and forth, up, down, all around while it's wet, while there's at least some kind of moisture on it. And then, you wash off your sanding pad, you microfiber the headlight, then you go down to the next, keep doing it. You do it while it's wet. And then you finish up at the end. You use the final pad when it's really not so wet at all. Buff that out, and then it should be dry. Use the polishing ball, and then you buff it. So for now, we're using the wet. So I'll set the tripod up here, and I'll just do it. I'll probably play some music or whatever. This stuff didn't show up on this. That's a pretty light color. So we just kind of go and just buff this out. And you kind of see it's pulled off some of the oxidation. This tape isn't working worth shit. I think I might still have to hit it up with the higher grit shit, just because there are so many scratches in this, but as you can see, it's almost already looking better, except for the dirt and oxidation kind of swirled into the scratches. So I'll have to really hit that up better, but that stuff right there is just oxidation. I'm going to go hit that up again, remove that, go down. Alright guys, so looking here, there's lots of sling. I'm going to buff this off the car so it doesn't set up in the sun. Some residue still from deep scratches that were in this headlight, but I'm going to go on to the next step. I'm not going to be able to completely get every little scratch and everything, but it'll get most of it. You can see here the headlights look a little bit better, but I'm going down the next step, same thing. I'm just going to spray lots of water, go a little bit with the drill, more water, a little bit more drill, buff it all off, and see how it turns out. But first I'm going to buff off the car. I don't need to show you guys that, but I just want to take a microfiber, get this off before the sun bakes it into the clear coat. Alright, luckily here I waxed the car a few days ago. You can see it's still shiny. So even if I did miss some of the stuff, it's just going to go into the wax, won't necessarily damage the clear coat, and next time I wax the car, which will probably be next week or two, I'm going to use a synthetic clay, and then I'm going to give it a complete re-wax. So, and the clay removes stuff from the clear coat. It's not the biggest deal, but I just want to get most of it. And now, knowing what I know, I'm going to put a towel over the hood. So I'll still have to buff it when I'm done. I'm still going to get sling on the car, but it'll be a little bit less, because that was just ridiculous. It got all over the front fascia. And that was stuff that was removed from the headlights. The oxidized plastic. Alright, so there we have it. It's still going to get stuff, but I shouldn't get stuff on the windshield or anything. This just kind of gives me something here. I still have it taped. The tape's kind of come loose a little, but still get tape around there so I don't, hit it with an actual piece of sandpaper. Just do little things like that to protect the car. And make sure you take extra care, or else you can damage the paint. You'll clean the headlights, but you'll damage the paint, and you don't want to do that. So now, I'll let you guys watch me put the next grade down. 1500 grit, I think it is, sandpaper. Again here, you just kind of microfiber, buff it out. See, it still definitely does have imperfections in the headlight. It really starting to fucking piss me off. And they show up now a lot more, but they are lesser. And overall the headlight. This is that one headlight. It's done. Again, still some yellowish stuff. It's in scratches in there, but I think I got rid of a little bit of it more. This side here, again, some scratches, but visibly better already. And now, we move down to this. We sand this for a while, no water. Make sure it's dry when you use this. And then we go to the polish. These headlights aren't going to be perfect, but I think they're going to be better than when we... Alright guys, so these are what the headlights look like now. I think they're a little bit better than when they started. And I haven't applied even a single drop of polish yet. So, I'm going to go put on this Powerball attachment, put on some polish, apply it, then buff it, and what we wind up with is as good as it's going to get. Alright, so I use the polisher here. It's pretty self-explanatory. Use it like the sandpaper, but you go a little bit slower. You just kind of work it in, and you buff it. So there you have it, guys. That's my headlight after. Look noticeably better. There are some small scratches and stuff. It was an old, really scratched up headlight. Could barely pass inspection. I got it to where you can at least drive on it now. And it's not perfect. But at the same time, could definitely be worse. Now, here's unpolished. Here's polished. So the polish kind of does brighten up a tiny bit from that final thing. And more importantly, it seals it. And now if these oxidize again, it's really simple to get rid of the oxidization. You just put on the 1500 grit and go at it. You don't have to do the whole deep scratch thing like I just did. So there you have it. Let me go remove this tape. Let me go buff out the oxidized plastic that's on the paint, and then we'll give you a proper look at her. But yeah, I mean, this was just $30 here, and an old drill, a couple microfiber rags, and a spray bottle of water. Right, so this headlight was the one I was bitching about the whole time, and look at it. It's not perfect. You can definitely see little scratches in it because I had to sand it so much to get the oxidization out. It's really taking a grinder. There's no way I can level those scratches, but it's now a lot clearer. And this one here is the better headlight of the two, and this one here looks almost brand new. It's still not perfect, but overall, better. A lot better. So there you have it. That's how you do it. I gotta go take some pictures of this for Instagram. Gotta edit this video. Gotta go to work later. So I will see you guys in the next video. If you like these detailing videos, make sure you say so. And I'll do some more. Like next time I detail a car, I'll do like a little step-by-step on how to do it. But in the meantime, I got stuff to do. You guys probably have a life too. So later.